point at which I kind of reevaluate things and see what I was doing, what I was about. Anyway, looking back on my past relationships, I realised that significant figures, the key relationships in my life are all with red-headed women. Being a photographer, red has enormous visual appeal as well. I thought I would set myself a little project to photograph as many red-headed women as I could come across, to see if there was something in common, see if they had something in common, see if it was true. I think it's either a kind of kill or cure thing. I think they get given a hard time when they're young, and maybe picked on, bullied at school, maybe something like that often. But yet, once they reach maturity, they tend to blossom and they tend to enjoy the attractive power, the allure they have over men. And I think because of the kind of rarity value, there's a great deal of allure. They tend to be quite forceful in their opinions, I think, because of the experience they've been through. I think, in my experience photographing red-haired women, it tends to be that they've because they're more visible, because of the unusual hair colour, I think they get a lot of attention, and to deal with that attention they either have to become really shrinking violets, become invisible, or they have to become quite robust and quite overconfident in a way to deal with that. And I think that's one of the two ways it can go. There's obviously many shades of red, and they come across differently in pictures, but red is always, of all the colours, red is the most evocative. Visually, it's a very striking colour, even aesthetically in photographs. A tiny little bit of red somewhere in a picture will really draw the attention disproportionately to almost any other colour. I think there is a difference. I think women who are born redheads tend to have gone through the downside of being red in younger years. They do tend to be picked on, they stand out when they're younger age, they may be bullied at school, as I said, and there's a lot of downsides that go with it, a lot of ginger jokes and all sorts of things like that. I think girls who dye their hair at later years, they take on the best of it. They take on the upside without all the suffering side that's gone before it. But also to dye your hair bright red, you have to have a certain degree of confidence. Because the redheads have suffered for being redheads, whereas dyed redheads just kind of catch on to the passing fashion, I think.